Getting ready to step into your career era? Set yourself apart with Adobe Creative Cloud Pro for students. Hone your skills with apps like Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, and more, powered with the latest in creative AI. Students save over 55% so you can build a portfolio you're proud of. Launch your future with Adobe Creative Cloud Pro for students. Visit adobe.com/students to learn more.
This podcast is supported by Progressive, a leader in RV insurance. RVs are for sharing adventures with family, friends, and even your pets. So if you bring your cats and dogs along for the ride, you'll want Progressive RV insurance. They protect your cats and dogs like family by offering up to $1,000 in optional coverage for vet bills in case of an RV accident, making it a great companion for the responsible pet owner who loves to travel. See Progressive's other benefits and more when you quote RV insurance at progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Pet injuries and additional coverage and subject to policy terms.
This podcast is part of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Gundam Lorecast, where we take a deep dive into the Mobile Suit Gundam series, such as the multiple timelines, mobile suits, characters, and so much more. Welcome back, pilots, to another episode of the Gundam Lorecast. I am one of your hosts, Brandon, or also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me is my good friend, Jesse.
How's it going, everybody?
And today, we are starting Season 3. And what might you want to know what we're going into? Well, we're diving into factions, because there's a lot.
So many of them.
There's a lot. And it's like, there's a lot just in the UC, for crying out loud. There's a lot.
It's kind of ridiculous, to be honest.
So, of course, the first faction we're diving into is obviously everyone's favorite, the Earth Federation. Now, granted, is it really everyone's favorite? It's probably
we are not dodging the Fetty allegations here today at all. Jesus.
Are they really the good guys? No, not really. But anyway.
In the OG series.
In the OG series, but then you get to Zeta, and it's kind of like
goes wrong.
This is like, oh god, they corrupted as shit. So the Earth Federation is a global government introduced in the Mobile Suit Gundam television series, and is one of the main factions of the Universal Century. Shocker.
Yeah.
So, with its history, we go into its founding. So, the Earth Federation was formed in the pre-Universal Century, i.e. the late 21st century AD. Hey, we may or may not be in that right now.
I mean, so, there's a good, 75-ish years for this to still happen?
Yeah, roughly. When overpopulation began causing famines, outbreaks of disease, and wars over living space, food, and resources, the inauguration of the Earth Federation's chapter marked the beginning of the Universal Century calendar system with the year 0001 UC. But with this event was marred by a terrorist attack on Laplace, a space station that had been built for the official residence of the Earth Federation Prime Minister. Laplace was destroyed, and the first elected Prime Minister, Ricardo Marcinus, perished. Which this is all like kind of talked about in Unicorn.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because Unicorn is like getting close to the century mark.
Yes. Yeah. So getting in now into the space colonization. So in order to revive or relieve the Earth the burden to allow it to heal, the Earth Federation announced the space colonization plan. The Earth Federation began the construction of orbital habitats based on the design of the research of Gerard Cade O'Neill and located on the Earth lunar Lagranarial, it's space terms, points, whatever, I can't remember how you say that.
Yeah.
Like natural, I don't know. The colony is called bunches, possibly due to the ballistic pairing of colony cylinders and then organized into the administrative sectors called sides.
Yes.
So while most of the human population was forced to relocate the colonies as part of the space colonization plan, the wealthy and the influential members were able to remain on Earth. They gave a rise to the image of the Earth Federation as Earthborn elite, living comfortably on Earth while the ordinary populace, for the most part, had been forced to live in space. Shocker.
Yeah.
As you can see, they're not the best.
They're just not the
Because,
nicest people.
government, uh, in order to maintain the satisfy energy concerns, the Earth Federation launched the solar power station satellites, which broadcast energy to power stations on the ground. In addition, the Federation also launched the Jupiter Energy Fleet, which collected helium-3, hydrogen, and methane from the upper atmosphere of the gas giant. In UC 001, the Federation elected the first Prime Minister, Ricardo Manassas Marcinus, thank you, who was prepared to unveil the Universal Century Charter. However, before he could do so, the resident colony of La Paz was destroyed by a terrorist group. Arguably, the sabotage was the best thing that could have happened for the Federation, since it allowed it to maintain its authority under the pretense of preventing terror. Yeah.
They're like, look at this bad thing. We need to be able to prevent this, so let us do what we want.
Pretty much. Making sure. Did I put... Oh no. I don't think I put a mid-break in here. Oopsies.
It's fine. We'll know about when we should.
Yeah. So now getting into the 1 Year War, which is everyone's favorite war. So the 1 Year War, or 0079 UC to 0080 UC, was a conflict between the Earth Federation and the Principality of Xeon, who declared independence and attacked the Earth without warning. The early stages of the conflict were marked with a widespread use of weapons of mass destruction, resulting in historically unprecedented death tolls for the military and civilian populations of both sides, and severe environmental damage to Earth. The war was ultimately won by the Earth Federation, who disbanded the Xeon army. Despite this, the ideals of Xeon lived on, and loyalists and remnant forces inspired multiple uprisings against the Earth Federation in the years to come. Yeah.
Which, leads to a bunch of other series.
Yeah, right. Then we have the Gyps War, the Gyps conflict, 0087 UC to 0088 UC. It was a full-scale war between the Titans, an Earth Federation elite force, and the AUG, or Karaba Anti-Federation Force, or Anti-Federal Force. The war erupted when the Titans mass murdered the civilian population of 30 Bunch Colony at Side 1 to suppress peaceful demonstrations against federal politics.
It's also crazy.
Moving into the Neo-Zeon movements. So following the Gyps War, the Earth Federation became embroiled in 3 successive conflicts with the upstart Neo-Zeon movements. The first Neo-Zeon War, which is 0088 UC to 0089 UC, was a full-scale war between the Harman Kardon's Neo-Zeon, also known as the Axis Zeon, and the AUG Earth Federation forces. So AU became part of the Earth Federation.
Right.
After the Titans kind of were psychos. That's Zeta and Double Zeta, by the way. Yeah. The second Neo-Zeon War, 0093 UC, was another full-scale war for the second Neo-Zeon, this time led by Shar Anzabal and the Earth Federation's Londo Bell Task Force. Can't remember who. Londo Bell. Oh, that was an actual organization. Who ran that? Oh, Bright.
Yeah. Because that was part of Shar's counterattack.
No, that's right. In the third Neo-Zeon War, 0096 UC, was a comparatively brief insurgency spearheaded by the Neo-Zeon remnant group known as the Sleeves, led by the Full Frontal, who primarily accounted by the Earth Federation's task forces, Londo Bell, and ECOS. ECOAS.
Yeah.
And this is Unicorn, for anybody who doesn't know.
Right.
Because Full Frontal is from Unicorn, which is obviously another version of Char.
Yeah, he might as well be Char.
Yeah. So now we get into the Mafti Uprising. So beginning in 0100 UC, the Earth Federation enacted a program to repair and revitalize the existing space colonies, as well as construct new ones, in keeping with a long-term plan to increase immigration to space for the purpose of slowing and eventually reversing the environmental degradation of Earth. However, this process was fraught with mismanagement and corruption. Shocker.
Yep.
If you haven't told, most governments in anime aren't the best,
No, they never are.
much like in real life. Anyway, so the Earth Federation's government both exaggerated the degree in which Earth was being restored and frequently bent to or ignored rules to allow wealthy individuals and corporations to exploit Earth as they pleased. Disgusted with this state of affairs, Hathaway Noah established the Anti-Earth Federation group MAFTI with a clear goal: force the Earth Federation to massively accelerate the pace of Earth's complete evacuation by assassinating all ministers of the Earth Federation's cabinet and anyone who replaces them.
I get his point, but it's a little bit excessive.
If you don't know already, Hathaway is Bright Noah's son.
Yeah.
A war hero.
It's a little excessive way of going
worked
about
with
it.
the Gundams. Yeah. Anyway, by March of 0105 UC, Mafti has successfully assassinated a total of 17 cabinet ministers and other high-ranking officials. The latest being Earth Environmental Minister Kahil Fawcett. Several more ministers and officials were killed on all once in April in an attack on the city of Davao, where they happened to be staying due to the thwarted hijacking attempt on their shuttle. That's a lot. 17.
If I remember right, too, there's a person who fakes being the leader of MAFTI is the one who attacks the shuttle, and Hathaway is actually on the shuttle, riding it.
Mm-hmm. So the Mafti uprising ended when Hathaway Noah was captured by the Earth Federation and similarly executed to deter further insurrections, although this meant the end of Mafti. The organization's action had proven popular in many citizens, and Hathaway's execution came to be seen as a grave injustice. This inspired several movements to form and take a stand against the Earth Federation's oppression. In fact, I don't think he actually dies, does he?
Oh.
Because we still have the third part of Hathaway coming out.
I don't remember if he does or not, to be honest.
Now we're getting into not Trey. It's Jesse's favorite part here: Crossbone and Jupiter conflicts. When I was doing the show notes, I was like, no, this can't be. Oh, no, it is. So, following the Neo-Zeon Wars, leadership of the Earth Federation was put back into the hands of the civilians. The government decided to decrease military spending, but maintain the same amount of force. This led to the development of miniaturized mobile suits. The Federation was unaware that the Bush concern had secretly constructed a private army of their own using the state-of-the-art but extremely expensive mobile suits in UC 0106. These could outperform the Earth Federation mobile suits, and the Earth Federation did not know of the Crossbone Vanguard's existence. Which I'm assuming is the Crossbone Gundam.
There are multiple Crossbone Gundams.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And they're all piloted in the Crossbone Vanguard. Because I want to say there's like an X1 through 3 or 4.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So the Earth Federation could not hope to produce all the branches of its military, and by the time the Earth Federation could fully figure out the Ranas, it was too late. They attacked the frontier side of Side 4, Cosmo Babylona, and was eventually defeated. The Earth Federation made them pay for what the Ronas did, and they confiscated colony buildings and uncompleted colonies to a different location. And then, as a result of the loss of so many vital resources, Cosmo Babylonia was forced to declare bankruptcy in UC 0128. During this time, the Earth Federation Assembly began relocating to space on the moon, and it was well received by the colonies, who felt they were finally being given adequate representation in the Earth Federation. So, if you can't tell, we are jumping way ahead in timeline here. So all the Earth Federation had to do was wait. It finally collapsed in a three-way civil war, and after Cosmo Babylonia collapsed, the Earth Federation retook Side 4 and moved all the colonies to the new location. They also secretly supported the new Crossbone Vanguard against the Jupiter Energy Fleet, which led to proclaim themselves the Jupiter Empire around UC 0120. After the war, the Federation sent a large fleet to Jupiter to retake it. They did not meet much resistance. They provided much aid to people of Jupiter, and Jupiter was annexed without much resistance. Yeah, there's just a lot's going on here.
So much happens in these.
So all seemed well, and mankind was headed towards peace. However, the economic crisis hit the colonies and affected the Federation. Due to the imbalance, the Federation acted quickly enough to prevent the crisis from turning into a depression, but the economy was still highly unstable. So, to help solve the crisis, they severely red-taped the EFF. This meant that they were largely confined to their bases. As a result, most development money went down the drain, but the Earth Federation forces were not downsized. The Earth Federation government primary focus was on the economic crisis because the future of the Earth Federation was at stake. Which, fair, because money's a big thing. Money's huge. Then, due to the economic crisis, some anti-Federation parties rose up, including the Gate Party, who had been spinning the philosophy of Maria Pure Harmonia. She was a new type who performed miracles for the people and advocated independence from the Federation, as well as a power to women, motherly love, and the claim of the Earth was for true believers. At first, they advocated in Side 1, but the local Federation commander, realizing the threat, kicked them out of Side 1. Then they moved to Side 2, Amelia Colony, after which they really gained popularity in neighboring colonies. However, they greatly terrified the Federation and most of Side 2's colonists. Around this time, the Gate Party radicalized. They demonstrated their newfound extremism by guillotine two corrupt party ministers. Guillotine, by the way, chopping their heads off.
Guillotining too. That's crazy.
The Yellow Jackets, a militant force of the Gate Party, then secretly staged an uprising in Amelia and other colonies. The garrisoned Federation forces were overwhelmed by the riders, allowing the Gate Party to gain control of some colonies. That's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely absurd.
While Federation forces in Amelia were making their last stand in the BSPA arms building, they destroyed classified files such as the manufacturing of Gundam alloy and the VBSR beam rifles. Unfortunately, they failed to destroy the BESPA arms building before it was overrun by the Yellow Jackets. After that, the rebellious colonies proclaimed Maria as their queen. They declared themselves the Zankar Empire and announced they were independent from the Earth Federation. Holy crap. So much.
Why do all the big villain empires end up getting names that start with Z? That's what I want to know. What is this?
That's a good question, actually, now that I think about it. The Earth Federation responded with the Zankar Empire and insurgency. However, the Earth Federation did not declare war on the Empire because of the Federation's weak economy and ostracy policies. Instead, the Earth Federation effectively abandoned Side 2, opting to transfer the remaining Side 2's colonies to Side 5. Around this time, the Ligue Militaire began to form to oppose Zankar if the latter ever invaded Earth, as well as provide the Federation additional time for war preparations. So, yeah, that's a lot. But while you digest all that I just said, we're going to take a quick mid-break.
To you, my darling.
No, to you.
The Roses were living the dream
More champagne for me, please.
until it all came crashing down.
He got fired.
Fired?
From the director of Meet the Parents.
You're a failure. Women don't like that.
If you need a shoulder or an inner thigh to lean on.
On August 29th,
I just want the house.
We want everything.
wow, stop and see The Roses.
These people.
The Roses, rated R, under 17, not a minute without parent. In theaters everywhere, August 29th.
It's a Gundam!
All right, welcome to the Middle Show. We're talking about everything on podcast. Has nothing to do with the lore of Gundam. Here we want to thank all of our amazing listeners. Thank you all so much for supporting the show and listening, because we have gained over 10,000 downloads.
And we're 1 year in now.
Over 10,000. And we're 1 year in. Yeah, you're right. We are in 1 year. Holy crap.
So
That's crazy.
it does not feel like it's been that long, but thanks everybody for listening.
It does not.
For sure.
But I greatly appreciate the support that you guys have given us and making us want to talk about Gundam, because this is great. And if you want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/GundamLoreCast, where you can get ad-free episodes or even join us once a month on the show itself of a topic of your choosing. And you can even support us on Apple and Spotify. Leave a 5-star review on Apple with some words. We'll read out the next time on the show, which we have a few on Spotify. So from our last episode we did, Tequila, Mermaid, and Noble Gundam, Cell says, Tequila Gundam, woo. Took me long enough, but finally caught up with you guys, with your guys' episodes. Yeah.
Glad you caught up, so.
From Ali, back on our RX-78 Gundam, 2 Gundam Mobile Suit episode. That was our first Mobile Suit episode. The
That's
RX is the first to Grandma. Or Gundam.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And then Micah says on What is Gundam, Transformable Mobile Suits, and Others, Taurus is a zodiac sign. What, Taurus or Taurus? Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, which I know. Astrology, that's when it has to do with space. Is it because we said something about that? Taurus?
I'm sure we
why all
did.
the Gundam wing.
Oh, yeah, because there's like Virgo and
yeah.
God, that was quite literally almost a year ago. So I kind of forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so like Taurus, Aries, Leo, Virgo,
Leo, yep.
Yeah.
All the ones made by Orb.
Yeah.
No, not Orb. It's Orb Seed.
I think they're split. They're split between multiple. It's not Orb though. It's oh my god. Ramafeller has
yeah.
I can't think of the one group's name, and I don't know why, but it depends on the different ones.
True.
I'm completely banking on some of the names, but yes, there are a lot of ones in that show specifically named
based on
after
astrology.
zodiac signs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm a Cancer, by the way.
I'm Aries.
Well, other than that, you can find us on a few different Discord servers. The Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord server, the Binge Friend Podcasting Discord, where you can find this show and all the other shows that I host, which are Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, the Final Fantasy Lorecast, the Wizarding World Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. So go check those out. All great stuff, all great fun. As far as news goes, we did get confirmation. They're doing an animation of the side story for Blood Iron Orphans.
Yes, Herder Hunt.
Yeah.
Which will be cool. Unfortunately, it's releasing in Japan this year, and we don't know when it's coming here.
Fair point. But hey, we're getting it. We're going to get it.
Also, the next part of Hathaway is confirmed to release in theaters in Japan next winter.
Ooh, next winter or this winter?
This next winter.
This upcoming one.
Next.
So next year?
Yeah, I guess so. And
thought it was this
we're
year.
getting a theatrical re-release
of
Endless Waltz. They did a trailer, but yeah, next year is what they say on Gundam Info right now.
That's
Yeah.
boring.
But we are going to get a theatrical re-release of Endless Waltz in Japan
Ooh.
and America.
Ooh. Did you see the new animation they did for like the
30th anniversary
promo
one?
for the 30th anniversary promo
Yeah,
trailer they did?
it was very, very
And a lot
good.
of people was like, "Hey, can you guys like adapt this few story arcs that you did in the manga
Okay,
in
so
animation?"
there is talk of Frozen Teardrop.
Which would be cool.
So, yes and no. My issue with Frozen Teardrop is that it's kind of like everybody else was done, and the one guy who they wouldn't let do his ideas before is like, now I can do whatever I want. And some of it is pretty weird.
Hmm.
For the one example that I've read about was somebody was talking about Duo and how he's just a completely different person in Frozen Teardrop, pretty much. I'm like, no, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do
We
that.
can't do that.
No.
So that is my
And,
only
and
concern.
hey,
My concern is it's going to be like that movie that we don't talk about from Double O.
we don't talk about that. But at San Diego Comic Con, they did a 30th anniversary Gundam panel with all the original voice actors.
It was pretty awesome.
Duo's voice actor just uses his own damn voice. He didn't do anything.
I know, it's
special.
great. It's hilarious.
I was like, I love this. I love being able to just use your own voice for everything you do and sound exactly the same, no matter what character you play. See, that's what I want to do when I, get roles. Is I just use my own normal voice and I don't have to change it at all.
Yeah,
Be great.
That's definitely it.
Or I could do a deeper voice, but I would have to do more training. But anyway, I think that's all we got for the mid break, don't we?
I think that's pretty much everything this week, which is good because we got a lot more to talk about.
Yes, we do. All right, let's get back into more of the Earth Federation. So now we're in the Zankar War. So in UC 0151, the EFF and BESPA started fighting as each faction took over a series of colonies. The League Missionar makes its combat debut in UC 0153. After the Wooing incident?
Yeah.
Wooing? Alright, that's weird. Zankar found terminated one of the League's secret factories. The League missionaries managed to make their way to the Federation base to get the mass driver complex. The Federation then officially declared war upon the Zankar Empire. The League missionary managed to get up into space, and then some obsolete ships from the Earth Federation. Meanwhile, the EFF fleet finished abandoning their former Side 2 colonies they were protecting. The land garrison stayed behind to protect the remaining colonies and inflicting damages on Zankar installations. The League missionary managed to capture the gigaparticle cannon from Zankar in a previous battle during the First Battle of Amelia. With the Federation forces that were available for offense, the League missioner managed to buy time for the gigaparticle cannon to fire as its intended target, which was to destroy Amelia, but somehow the shot was redirected by Chronicle Asher. The redirection came at a price of the destruction of one of Zankar's main fleets, forcing Zankar to halt infinitely their plan to conquer the remaining Federation colonies they had in Side 2. This allowed the Federation to move the remaining colonies to the control to Side 5. Realizing their plans to conquer Side 2 was ruined with no distraction bothering them, they sent the newly constructed Motorrad fleet to Earth. With the League Missionar's failure to stop the Zankar forces as well, the Empire's forces were able to land somewhere in Mexico. The Federation realized they could defeat between choosing to either go out fighting or dying like cowards. They chose the former. Yeah, they're just going to, yeah, you should.
You're gonna die anyway.
You're going to die regardless. I would rather die fighting.
Exactly.
While Uso and his friends were away, the Earth Federation government ordered Earth Federation forces in Europe to move out of their bases and fight Xankar forces in Europe. They quickly regained the lost ground, owing the fact that they had nothing to lose, while the Earth Federation said that they had help League missionary, but due to the fact that the Federation is phasing out the land battleships as well as they could not direct any heavy weapons at the enemy fleet, the Earth Federation mobile suits stationed in Mexico could only fight the Motorrad fleet to a stalemate. I'm trying to remember what series this is all taking place in.
I cannot remember.
Let me see here. Xankar Empire. Victory Gundam. That's what it's from.
That makes sense.
Can't remember because there's so much.
Yeah.
Let's see, where was I at? So, yeah, stalemate. Here we go. There was a plan to lure the Xankar forces to the EFF headquarters at California, which were reinforced over the years with the ability to withstand a full-on colony drop as if it was fully manned.
Craziness.
Which, that's insane because there's already one colony drop. Yep, we're not having that happen again. As Xankar knew that they did not have the battle strength to pierce even the weakest line of defense, thus bypass the key military installation. Due to the European front going badly for Xankar and the fact that the Motorrad fleet was going to get destroyed by the combined Earth Federation and League of Military forces, eventually Xankar offered a ceasefire to the Earth Federation. The active Federation central government on the moon secretly sent an EFSF fleet to support the struggling League of Military forces in space. The Federation fleet destroyed the Xankar forces' first line of defense rapidly. Subsequently, Federation forces ended up defeating the Xankar on numerous battles, while the Xankar was having internal conflicts. The Federation
the way to attack.
Right. So the Federation soon discovered the effects of the superweapon, Angel Halo, were causing people around Earth to fall unconscious state. The Earth Federation subsequently gave the League missionary its full support to destroy Angel Halo. That's an interesting name.
Very.
The battle that would decide the fate of humanity continued to rage over the Earth's atmosphere. Jihannam, leader of the League missionary, ordered the attack on the Angel Halo, despite the fact that the combined Earth Federation and League missionary forces were not complete, and the fact that the additional Federation reinforcements were still on their way. Several key members of the League missionary and the Xankar Empire are killed during this battle. And at the height of the conflict, Shahaki, daughter of Maria, took control of the Angel Halo and attempted to broadcast a message of peace, which would transmit it all over the Earth sphere via her new type abilities. With most of Xankar fleet in disarray, the EFF overwhelmed the remaining forces. The massive Angel Halo broke apart and disappeared from Earth. EFF forces that were captured by the Angel Halo earlier were eventually rescued by reinforcements. With the collapse of Xankar Empire, the Earth Federation retook the Xankar-held colonies after the war. And now we get into its collapse, which is in G Savior, which we normally don't talk about, because G Savior is weird. It's Canadian. That's why.
Yeah. That's why it's weird.
Yeah, makes sense. So in
Canadian live action, that's why it's weird.
Yeah, because it's live action. So in UC 02-118, the Earth Federation collapsed after losing influence following the several conflicts as well as years of infighting and corruption. Shocker. The breaking point came when the government deployed military forces to the sides in a show of force meant to reassess their strength in a mid-rising unset. The aggressive and deeply unpopular move instead sparked a general rebellion among the sides, which overwhelmed the weakened Earth Federation and brought its dissolution, ceding independence to the space colonies. The conflict ended in UC 0220 with the emergence of two successor states, the Earth-based Congress of Settlement Nations and the Luna-based Settlement of Freedom League. The sides, which renamed themselves settlements, individually joined one or the other, with the exception of Side 8, which chose neutrality. This new political landscape with the Earth sphere was unstable and short-lived, a consequence of Earth being too damaged to support its inhabitants, and the Congress of Settlement Nations relying on food imports from the settlements. In UC 0224, following a coup led the Earth's supremacist militants, who were defeated by the Illuminati organization. Oh my god. Congress of Settlement Nations dissolved, and the former and its members became autonomous once more.
1999 Canada bringing in the Illuminati as the reason that it is.
Dear God, why? Oh my God. Whatever. All right. So now getting into its government. So the Earth Federation is a global government that is formed by a rich man's club of wealthy Earth nations. The leader of the Earth Federation is the Prime Minister, an elected position. The first Prime Minister of Earth Federation was Ricardo Marcinus, who was killed in the terrorist attack on La Paz, a colony intended to serve as the Prime Minister's official residence. During the inauguration ceremony of the Earth Federation's chapter in UC 0001, Ricardo's son, George Marcinus, later became the third Prime Minister. Well, that's cool, I guess. The capital of the Earth Federation was originally the city of Dakar, which hosted the Earth Federation Assembly, the government's legislative body. When Neo-Zeon occupied Dakar in UC 0088 during the first Neo-Zeon War, much of the Federation's leadership was captured, but some civilian and military officials managed to flee in secret to Dublin. Like Dublin, Ireland?
I'm pretty sure, yes.
Okay. Dublin. Yeah, Dublin, Ireland. Holy crap. And Dakar is in, where's Dakar at? Is that the, that's Africa.
Yeah.
Interesting. So the temporary ran the government from the estate called Beach Mansion until the Neo-Zeon raid demolished the estate in Dublin itself, was subsequently destroyed in a colony drop. Dakar had resumed its function as capital city by UC 0096, only to suffer another major attack during the Laplace incident. That year, that resulted in the destruction of the Earth Federation Assembly Hall. After UC 0100, the Earth Federation moved its capital and other key government functions to the moon and space colonies.
I feel like I need to note, because we've mentioned colony drop a couple of times.
It's them physically dropping
it's
entire
literally
colony.
They drop a colony from space on it, which is absurd.
Literally like 4 or 5 nukes.
It's essentially just a
bigger.
giant kinetic weapon at that point.
Mm-hmm. The Earth Federation Cabinet, an exclusive body composed of ministers who oversaw various government departments, such as the Ministry of Earth's Environment, convened annually at different locations, beginning in UC 0080. The 25th Cabinet meeting was scheduled to occur in Adelaide. How do you say that? Adelaide?
South Australia.
Yeah. Oh. In UC 0105, but on the eve of Adelaide's conference, several ministers have been delayed, and Davro was assassinated in their attack carried out by Maffei.
That place is in, Davao is in Philippines.
Ah, okay. I do like how they're like going around different places around the world. I do like that.
Yeah.
The Earth Federation flag features Earth surrounded by 8 triangles representing the 7 sides and the lunar cities located in a diamond shape on a green background. And then we do have its administrative regions. So under the Earth Federation, individual countries of Earth no longer exist. Places are mentioned of landmass or region by they are in, such as New York City or New York, according to the on-screen text, and Odessa are mentioned to locate and to be located in North America and Central Asia, not the United States or Ukraine. While Japan, Australia, and Ireland are mentioned, these names refer to the landmasses of the and are not the former countries. The only exception is that the language and nationality of characters, which are interpreted to be based on their predecessor's former homeland before immigrating to the space colonies. So Earth's surface is divided into 11 primary administrative regions, with smaller territorial regions throughout the world, and not revealed whether these regions operate in the same degree or autonomy or not. So you have North America, composed of former nations, Canada, United States, Mexico, the Caribbean, Central America, and ending with the Panama Canal. You have South America, Western Europe, and with the Gundam universe, the region is similar to the political map of the Cold War era. Eastern Europe. In the Gundam universe, the region is similar to the Warsaw Pact political map during the Cold War, including Western Russia, ending with the Ural Mountains and along the Ural River. You have Eurasia. This region includes most of the Soviet Union, starting with the Ural Mountains, and excludes South Asia, Southwest Asia, or Southeast Asia, and Middle East and Northeast Asia. You have South Asia, which includes the Southeast Asia. You have East Asia, Middle East, North Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, and Oceania. That's it.
I love how some of them they give us a little bit of information about them, and then there's other ones it's just like, yeah, it's just this part of the world. It's just a small part.
Yeah, it's because they just never went further in the storyline or talked about it. It's like, yeah, it's this, but we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Because nothing happened there.
It's just really funny to me.
For fair. And then we do have some of the military. So the Earth Federation's armed forces were organized under the moniker Earth Federation Forces, or EFF, to enforce Federation edicts. The Earth Federation forces were organized into 4 groups: the Ground Force, the Naval Force, the Air Force, and the Space Force. Shocker. It's just like any other military.
Yeah.
Until UC 0087, the military central command for the Earth Federation forces was Jaburo? How do you say that?
Jaburo.
Okay. A large, heavily fortified underground base located around the Amazon River in South America. During the One-Year War, the base was target of many attacks by the Principality of Zeon, including the Operation British Colony Drop, and was also the site of a decisive battle in which the remaining bulk of Zeon Earth attack forces made their final attempt to destroy Jaburo. In the UC 0092, the EFF moved its headquarters to, Lhasa, Tibet?
Yeah, I think
Lhasa, so. Tibet. Only for Lhasa to be destroyed by newborn Neo Zeon, dropping 5th Luna on it in UC 0093, which marked the start of the Second Neo Zeon War. So another drop of a colony.
Yeah.
And throughout the Universal Century, the Earth Federation Space Forces headquarters were located on Luna 2. The EFF maintained a just-for-show military academy in
Nijmegen.
Nijmegen?
I looked it up. It's Nijmegen.
Okay, I was about to say, I don't want to pronounce that wrong. Another notable EFF facility was Cheyenne Base in Wyoming, of all places. By UC 0096, Cheyenne Base hosted the control system for the JIPS 2 colony laser. Wyoming. Really?
I mean, that's actually somewhere in the nothing in the middle of the country is where the actual Air Force base, like the main control is. So that kind of makes sense,
I guess. And then we do have some behind the scenes. So in the early Gundam media, the English name of the Earth Federation was unclear. The Rail-type RX-78 Gundam model, released in 1982, used the term Union on its box art. The 1995 arcade game Mobile Suit Gundam Final Shootings English intro referred to the Federation as UNT, United Nations of Terra. Similarly, Mobile Suit Gundam Side Story 1, Blue Terror, contained the English narration: the Duchy of Zeon declared war against UNT for its independence. It is not until the 1998 release of the Perfect Grade RX-78-2 Gundam, the acronym EF was first used in Japanese media?
It's a long time
Did
to
they
not
never,
have
did
it
they
as
never,
Earth Federation.
Did they never call it the Earth Federation, even in the original show? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Or they just
They
called it the
definitely call it
Federation?
Xeon.
Yeah, no, they say Xeon literally
A
left and
lot.
right. But I don't know if they ever called it the Earth Federation.
I don't
think they just say the
remember.
military. I think they just said military.
I think so. Which is kind of crazy when you think about it. But also, I kind
right
of
here.
like the UNT idea.
Yeah, I kind of do too. So the Earth Federation symbol was originally introduced in Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam as the symbol of the Earth Federation forces as a whole. However, it was later retconned into a symbol of the Earth Federation government. And the Earth Federation flag closely resembles that of Brazil.
Kind of.
And yeah, that's all we got. That's all we got on the Earth Federation. So, interesting history. For sure. You have any final thoughts?
They are a lot. And yet, like we talked about, like they do in the original series, they are like your stereotypical good guy army.
Mm-hmm.
And then
you get into Zeta.
You get into Zeta and you see it. You get into, especially when you get into Unicorn and Hathaway, and they start showing like the recaps from when the Earth Federation was first formed.
Mm-hmm.
You see, and you're like, oh, so that's why Char was upset.
Yeah, you kind of can sympathize with Xeon a little bit more.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, these guys are a bunch of a-holes.
Yeah,
shocker. Anyway, that's what we have on the first episode of Factions. So, I mean, you can kind of guess where we might go in the next one, because if you talk about Earth Federation, you kind of have to talk about the other one.
We could pull a sneaky one on you, so make sure you stay tuned.
We could. So we could go a completely different route and talk about Celestial Being for all we care. I don't know. I don't know if I
definitely pull a sneaky one on you. We'll see what happens.
I don't know if I want to go straight into Celestial Being, because that's a whole thing.
Celestial Being is...
Because I also don't want to talk about that movie.
We're not talking about the movie. That doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. No, it does not. It does
It
not
doesn't
exist.
There are a lot. There are like 5 factions, and that's only a 2-season anime. Think about that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
At least 5. There's probably more than that now that I'm actually thinking about it.
There's a lot. There's just factions, a crazy amount of factions in Gundam. But anyway,
but there could be the Orb or anything else.
Could be Orb. It could be from Seed.
The Titans.
Seed would be fun. I love
get
Seed.
all of them eventually.
But yeah, well, everybody, thank you again for listening to the Gundam Lorecast, and remember, pilots, stay safe out there. Thank you for listening to the Gundam Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Ben and Friends podcasting Discord, where you can share how you got into the Gundam series, and you can even find us on Twitter at Gundam Lorecast, and even email us at gundamlorecast@outlook.com.